And good morning, everyone. Today, last day of November 30th, Boot Camp Friday. I'm your trainer, CEO of Worldprofit, George Kosch. What can I say? We're having an awesome month. This is, I don't know, it's not really a surprise, but it's pretty incredible. We're having just a fantastic sales month. I think a lot has to do with the Live Business Center. Everybody can see this thing, and if you're not sure what I'm talking about and you're watching the recording and you're like, what's this guy talking about? It's this thing right here. You say turn on Live Business Center, it comes up, there's this thing that says Live Business Center, and we see Rial. You could just hover over the person, you can see who they are. Who is Rial? Rial is a monitor. There he is waving. He's all keyed in here right now. And what does he do? He's a greeter. He's we call them monitors. They're representatives. They're members of Worldprofit, and they volunteer. They're not salesmen. They're not trained for sales or anything like that in particular. They're up there just greeting people as they come in. And who are the people coming in? Well, they're silver members, but they're the ones we pay attention to are the ones with the little stars beside their name. They're associates. They're free members. Your whole purpose, online period, is generating leads. In our case, we call a lead an associate. Associate comes in, you have access to the associate. The monitor will help them out, get them to watch the silver video, learn about Worldprofit, just what you would think. Right? You go to buy any product and you ask for the salesperson to come. Generally, they're not salespeople nowadays. They're just people that just know about the products, and they'll say, here's the information about the product, or here's a video. And you watch video, and then you decide if you're going to buy or not. That's what the Live Business Center does. What you should take from that is a process, and the process is we generate leads. The leads come in for nothing. They're free. Then they decide to buy, and then they upgrade. And that should be very familiar to you because that's you. You're here as a result of that system. And what can happen to you before you come to us is you think, okay, now remember, this is before you know about Worldprofit. Your idea is, I have these links to sell things. How many links are there? Oh, well, there's some million things to sell online. So you'll just go to everywhere you can and post those links and hope somebody buys so you make commission. The sad part is that doesn't work. The reason it doesn't work is because, well, they're going in 18 different directions and you're not getting anything from the ones that aren't buying, right? How many visitors do you send? And you make a sale, get your 20 bucks. But how many people went to that site, signed up for that site, but didn't buy? That's where Worldprofit comes in. We're going to intercept everything. In other words, we're going to teach you to build a list of associates, then send those associates the information on all of these other products and services. Or send them to your website and say, listen, these are the things I'm promoting. But on your website, especially the new design, you have lead capture everywhere. And that concept is probably, based on what I've seen, not understood by the majority of people, and that's why we're still in business. We're here to teach people the concept of give something for free, but make sure that you capture that lead, that lead goes on your list, and your list alone, that you have control over. And that's what this is, the prospect manager, the associates that come in, we share them. They come in, they are Worldprofit associates, but they're also in your prospect manager, and you have complete control over them. You can send them to your autoresponder, etc. Okay, so that's the concept that we teach. It's something that we've been doing for 24 plus years now, and it really does work. The other issue that we do run into is the work ethic one, where people come in and they expect this thing to just work. And I've always asked this question. I've been after one poor guy here. He sent me this big long, the usual. This isn't working. I didn't get anything I was promised. Huh? So I sent him a video. I did a video, and I went into his member area and I said, look, you're on lesson 3. It says right here, just send in a tech support ticket. We'll set you up with all the bonuses. I click on his ad tracker. I say, well, you haven't sent out any ads or anything yet. And by the way, the stuff that you put in to the Traffic Blaster, nobody's going to buy your $700 thing, right? You're doing this all wrong. You need to. So I sent him the video, and I begged him. I sent him like 6 things. Have you watched this? Have you watched this? Have you watched this? No answer. And finally, I just said, I'm going to close this issue because you haven't responded to me, right? So that's the thing with this guy is he comes in, he puts in this URL, no training, of course, just doesn't do the training, doesn't get anything because he didn't do anything, and that is probably the second big problem. Number 1, people just post links everywhere and hope it works. Number 2, they have no, like Linda says, once the coveralls come out and you say, what size do you take? Is, well, what do you mean coveralls? Well, we got to go to work. We have work to do. That's when they say, oh no, I didn't pay for that. So make sure that you understand that the overall idea here is that we're trying to start you in a business online. And we're putting it all under one roof, one hood. Everything is here. Training is here. And I'm here every week to answer your questions. If you have something that is concerning you, just bring it up at the meeting. Everything, as you can see, like I'm looking over here at my screen that I use to present that shows me that everything's working. There's an open chat area. There's my screen right there. And I am willing to show you whatever I can to help you out. My background, of course, is military. I'm an ex-military pilot. And I went to military college. I have no business training of any kind. So I started in this business thinking that the way to market and promote was to put something up in the laundromat, with those little long, where people can tear off the phone number, and my first business was trying to sell computers way back. I'm talking 1992, 93. And that was my idea of promotion, and this is how it's done. Well, I've come a long way since then, but I understand that it's difficult to wrap your head around the fact that you make money in commissions not by selling things, but by giving things away first, generating leads, and then communicating at that point. That way, one lead can be sent 5 different affiliate programs, right? Rather than sending the affiliate programs out that way, you're sending them to the leads. So every link that you place everywhere in all these systems should lead to leads. They shouldn't lead to sales. Sales come from newsletters, just like when we send out our associate newsletter. That's where sales come from because they're on your list. You can keep sending them sales. You guys are all on lists, right? Everybody's on a list. You're probably on 25 lists. Store lists, right? You go to the store now, they say, would you like a receipt to your email box? Well, sure I would. That's easier. Well, then now you're on the list, which is fine. That's good. Okay? And exactly like Brian says, treat this like a business, not a hobby. Okay, you've probably heard enough of me going on about that. Let's dig in here. I wanted to tell you about the end of month sales. You can see it right here, just 48 hours to go. Well, there's only about 20 hours left. Save up to 60%, renewing for 1 full year. You can save as much as 60%. You can renew anytime you want, and we'll put together a package for you. That's why it says here, go to support, okay? Because everybody gets a different price, different package. Just depends on how long you've been a member and that sort of thing, okay? So I just wanted to remind everybody of that. It is the end of the month. We're going into December. Really, really good, solid month of sales. And again, everything goes from the more people that get it, the more money and commissions that are earned, because this is a game of who has the most leads and quality. And I'm going to talk about lead quality a little bit later because that is a big concern right now too. And I'll tell you more about that. Design. of your website. I plan, oh, actually before I do that, I want to just tell the monitors and a lot of the members, we had a lot of logouts at the start of the week. We switched servers. We're on a brand new server right now for the next decade, and there were some growing pains with that. They're all fixed. Okay, so thanks for bearing with that. And so we're good to go. I also did a new silver presentation video. This is not for silver members. It's to present the silver membership and hosting to associates. Okay, so the monitors that are watching, it's brand new. You can watch it if you want. It's really punchy. And it is creating a lot of sales because we decided to just go back to that, you know, this is what you get when you upgrade. Okay, so it's working out great. I plan on doing also, and this is a big point, a new video for you, and I know you've all seen this video. I hope you have, because it's very important. I'm going to redo this video because we've made changes, of course, in the member area. But I'm going to focus a lot on let's get your profile set up. Let's get your website going. I probably might get people to sign up for ClickBank, since it's completely free and easy to sign up for, and the ClickBank store does help just to get the site going. And then I'm going to go into the traffic streams. I'm going to talk about, you know, finding your way around. How do you do support? Like, it's in here now, but I'm going to redo it and just be a little bit. It'll be a little more modern, right? Because things always change in here. So that should work out great. That will be done this week for sure. The website management area, and this is a good question. Teresa says, if I reset my website, will it affect the links that I have cloaked? No, it won't. No, not at all. Not at all. All it does is it would remove links that you've added here, but it has nothing to do with touching any links that you've cloaked. Okay? And the other important thing, I wanted to say this before I forget, is when you go to your website with the new design here, is my kitty cat, you will notice down here, and this has happened, there is space on the left and the right, okay, for affiliate programs or books and things. I urge you to keep it limited. Not because it's going to push everything down. Like, I've seen people with 25 things down the left side and they say, well, how come this stuff doesn't come up? Well, this stuff takes the full page. Okay, so it's going right across the width. So whenever you have something in these columns, it's going to push that down. Does that make sense? Kind of like when you build a house, you can only, you know, when somebody says, how big is the door? Well, it's 4 feet. You can't get something 5 feet through it, right? You just can't. They go, well, you're going to have to change the house. No, we're not going to. You're going to have to get something, maybe twist it or turn it, but that's not changing. So this here at the bottom is a cross. Okay, it goes right across the whole page. So if you have stuff on the left and right, it's going to push it down. I don't advise that. Here's why. Google will scan your site. Google doesn't like a site plastered with ads. There are limits. Of course, they love when you put their ads up, but yeah, I'm not going to go there. Not going to go there. If you have 50 affiliate programs kind of all over and bunched up, it will cause formatting problems because you're just putting code in there. So pick your favorites and put them in there. If you can link to them, ideally, you would create your menu up here, right? This is your top submenu, which you can put things into. Okay, so you can go in here under menu management and create a menu item and call it a top submenu and then put stuff under it. Okay, or you can transfer stuff to it. Right, so if I say, here's my menu, I'm just going to say affiliate programs. You can tell I've been doing this. So affiliate programs, and then you can decide where you want it. Affiliate programs, I'm going to make that number 1, and I'm going to call it top submenu, and I'll save it. Okay, so now when I go to main, which is, you know, where all my links are, I can transfer things over there, like the Bitcoin Hoopla. I could say it's on the bottom menu. I want to remove it from the bottom, and I want to put it on the top menu. So I think what I've got to do is I go right menu. Let me see, where's my top menu? Ah, yes, top submenu. We'll just put it in affiliate programs for now. Save the changes, and then we can go with the top submenu, which is what I want to do. So if we go back to main, let me see. I probably might be stuck with that one. Affiliate programs, top submenu. There you go. So now you can start building a whole bunch along here, right? And have them show up on your site, affiliate programs, and they can be all listed along here. Okay, you can have like 25 of them here, and it won't break your format. Okay, that make any sense? All right. Teresa, good question. Any code that you have goes in the affiliate center. I didn't call it a code center, or it was really hard to name this back in the day because this thing's about 15 years old. It was a way to put code on the site, right? And if you go there, you can see what I'm talking about. There are sections like your footer and your right menu, top and bottom, and the left menu, top and bottom. So if you look at your website and you think, okay, so there's a menu, left menu, so you can go above and below it. The right menu, you can go above it and below it. And then the footer. Okay, and the footer, you put as many things as you want in there, right? You can just keep going in a row. Now, if you want to do analytics code or code that's invisible, like tracking codes, chat, that kind of a thing where you don't actually see it, put it in the footer. Google Analytics, for example, you see that? It's in the footer, so it's invisible. You don't see it. You see, here's what your code looks like. You can't see it. It's invisible because it's a tracker. So put it in the footer, and you put it in any order you want. It doesn't matter because it'll show up in the browser. All right? And the same thing, like, for example, Facebook chat, I turn that off. But if I turn it on, see, you can turn it on and off anytime you want so that when somebody goes in there, they hit refresh, and then up comes a little chat console. Usually takes a second to load. Oh, actually, I broke it. I forgot what I was playing around with that thing. Anyways, you get this code from Facebook, and then you can put it in. Okay? Actually, take that off for a minute. All right? Does that answer your question about how that works? Yeah, it goes in the footer, for sure. And what Bobby Joe is saying, okay, so say that you're just at wit's end. I could tell you this, Linda doesn't mind. Linda Elsie had something causing her page to load slow. And all that happens if, you put codes in here after a while, right? In your affiliate center, just like you saw with Facebook chat, and you're like, oh, something's wrong with it. All you have to do is go down here, and you can reset this to nothing. Clear off everything. That way you don't have to sit here and click on each one. I've seen people, and I know, take a deep breath, with over 100 codes on their site, and that's no problem, because you could hide them. But this person came in with a tech support ticket, and they were just up and down angry at me. They said, your system, my website's loading slow. So I said, oh, geez, sorry about that. So I go to the guy's site and pour a coffee, paint some walls, count to 1,000 twice, backwards and forwards, and the site won't load. Of course, I know what it is. I go in and I see there's 110 codes loading. So I sent a note back and I said, I think we need to reset your site. I didn't have this button back then. And I just thought to myself, I have to solve these problems, right? So I solved it. I created the button. Because this guy, he had too many things in there, man. You'd spend hours, if not a day. Because you'd have to go like this. You'd have to go edit, delete. You have to do that for over 100 things. So I created this reset. This is the save button. Just gets rid of everything, starts you fresh. Same thing with website management. And I'll do this for you right now. Watch what happens. You see these links and things like that? Watch this. Watch what happens. It's not scary. It doesn't do anything horrible. All it does is it just sets your site to the way it was when we gave it to you. You know, day one. This is a great thing to do to clean house. Okay? Do I advise you to do it if, you know, you don't want to lose the links? Well, no, don't do it. But if there are problems with your site and you're just at wit's end, just reset it and start over again. It's no big deal. Okay? And then if I go to my website, it looks like it did before. It won't reset your affiliate stuff because that's a separate area. But you see that? Back to normal. No menu here, no submenu. Everything's all good and clean. So say I want to move, I decided products and services, I want it to go over here. No problem. Just go in here, menu management, products and services. There it is. I'm going to make it right menu. Okay, and I'm going to make this one. This one's, I always like to start with 1. That's the right menu. And then this would be 2. And then save it. Go back to the site. There you go. That way you can keep the menus even, right? You just bump them over. Keep everything even. This book, maybe I want the book up above. Okay, so I want to make the book up above. Well, I just go up to here and I say Affiliate Center because that's where it is. Right menu bottom. Let's just pick this book. And we're going to go right menu top. Okay? And then when we go to the site, did I go to the wrong menu? Anyways, you can move it up and down on the menus. Okay? It'll just bounce around and like I mean these you can resize these too. If you know how to code a little bit, you can make this half the size if you want. It's totally up to you. Okay? So there you go. That's how you clean house. Left menu top. So, you know, if I go back and I grab the right menu bottom, remember this right menu bottom there, those are the two. I can just switch that one over. Say right menu top. There you go. So the blue, you know, the blue book will go up above there now. So they're kind of even, couple books there. And you got your stuff. And you can have another menu up here. It's just great. You can do anything you want with it. You see this picture here? A lot of people like a big, huge picture. That's fine. You can go into site settings. So if I go back to website management, go to site settings, and you can make these images bigger. Say that I go into the header gallery, right? And I say, well, time for change. Christmas is coming. I might go into holidays, right? Go into the holiday section here. Grab this one. I don't know. This is a nice one here. I like that one. So you use this header. Then when I go to the site and I hit refresh, you can see we've got a new image. Now that image, I want to make it full page. You know, I just want a bigger image height. Let's make it, I don't know, 400. You can scroll the tree around too using the scroll value. And I know, don't ask me how many scrolls. I just play with it. I just hit save and then look and then hit save. The website will change on a tablet, right? Things will move around, and that's why I like this template, because it's number 63. It works perfectly on any device. So when we go here, there we go. Now you can see more of the tree. People scroll down. You can see how everything kind of just scrolls over top of the image. That's called parallax. Okay. All of your social stuff up top. Home. Oop. Always nice when the power goes out. Well, looks like our generator's going to kick in. There it is. Generator's kicked in. So anyways, there's the tree. Power fails so many times, right? Thank goodness for generators. Let me just take a quick check here. Everyone's come back on. Yep. All the sounds. Printer starts. Phone comes back. There's a sound of success there. Oh, there goes power again. You can hear it's this wonderful feeling to live in such an age when Everything's supposed to work all the time. Anyways, so hopefully I don't lose my sound and my microphone and all that crap keeps working during these lovely moments when the power goes out. Okay, so you can make changes to this. You can add your own header image. Okay, you see this where it says add my own header image? You click here. I recommend Pixabay, and all you do is you can go there. It's completely for free, and you can edit your images at Photor, but you can go here and you can grab these images, sign up for an account. It's completely free, no strings attached, and you can start grabbing pictures. Like you can grab this one if you want and make that your background. There's millions of pictures here. Save it to your computer. Just save it on your hard drive, right? When you click on it, and then you say free download right here. So you save it. I always recommend this one. I wouldn't do that. That's too many megabytes, too big. So go with the 1920, the HD one. That you can grab that one if you want. That one's fine. I would not do that one. It's 5,000. That's the size of a room. You don't want that. So you go here, you download it, and then when you come back, all you have to do is just choose the file on your computer. This will bring up your computer here. All right? And then you pick your graphic wherever you put it, and then it'll load it into the image gallery, and then you go manage, and you'll see it in your gallery. The little kitty cat. Okay? There you are. So all under site settings. You can play around with that. Set it up the way you want. Okay? If you have an autoresponder, you can have that showing on your website too. People can sign up. Do you folks have any questions about that? Yeah, the images, the really neat thing here is if you do have an image, like a big banner that you're using for any program that you're in, you can host it here. We'll take care of it for you. You just go here, you choose the file on your computer, give it a short name, because the name has nothing to do with the image. It's just a name that you use, like SSL, Rotator, Genie Header. And you can store it here, and we'll give you a link, a secure link, to put it anywhere you want, right, to use for your promotions. We don't mind. Okay? That's exactly right. Teresa, that's exactly what I designed that for. These other image hosting places, they always have strings attached, and say they're gone. You know, you have all your images loaded there, and they decide to change, just like Dropbox did. We all remember Dropbox, right? Yeah, I remember Dropbox. What they did, they used to let you share images without people logging in or anything, and they shut the whole thing down. There must have been 1 billion images that people, spent years putting together and creating galleries, and then Dropbox said, no, not anymore. Videos, you could share videos. No, not anymore. Can't do anything. So, okay. I wanted to talk to you folks, of course, about the importance of the training video, but the second thing is leads, where you're getting them from. Be very careful with your lead sources, like where you're doing your advertising. These places are safe. Hercules, State-of-the-Art Mailer, Traffic Hog, these are all safe places to promote. The problem is many of you, when you get involved in these sites, will read ads. And the ads will come to you, and you click on them, and you get credit for looking at the ad. Now that's fine. Don't get lured into the ones that tell you that you're going to get 1 million billion visitors and you're going to get 600 opt-ins for $20. You're not going to get anything. It's a complete waste of money and a waste of time and a waste of your own resources, right? I had a guy that, such a hard-working guy, just really hard-working guy, fell for it. Here's my $30 or whatever. Leads are rolling in constantly. He's got his prospect mailer going out. He's paying for credits. Comes in later and says, not working. Not getting anything. Nobody's biting. It's like, well, I hate to tell you this, but everybody that you're bringing in is fake. They're no good. They're not coming into, for example, when you go to associates here, the activate, this little X here, what it's doing is it's saying to you that Sergey signed up. Okay, Sergey signed up. And I'm going to draw this out for you because this is something that you really need to see. It's very important. I've got my draw program now bookmarked, of course. And what's happened is when a person signs up, here's the wonderful, this is Sergey here. And Sergey is here and he comes to the page, landing page, you know, like this page right here, for example, if I go to add examples. Sergey comes to this page, for example, and he puts his name in here and he puts his email in and he says, get access now. He becomes an associate. Okay, so Sergey right now he's clicked this, put in his email, and he's there. He's an associate. He's on the list. Okay, he's on the list with another million or so people, and these are called the associates. Right away, we send Sergey a note. Hey, Sergey, welcome to the planet. You know, welcome to Earth. You're now an associate. You're on the list, part of Worldprofit. Good for you. So Sergey gets the note, and right at the top it says, you need to click a link here to activate your account. You can still log in, but you don't get anything, right? You can still log in and buy a silver, or you can buy anything, but you don't get the free stuff, which is most likely the reason you signed up. So you're thinking, well, Sergey missed the email. Not 50 of them, not 100 of them. We send 3 a week out to Sergey using paid mail. It goes to his inbox. I guarantee it does. Sergey doesn't exist. He's not real. Okay? So that's something that you need to really focus on, an understanding that you can waste a lot of money when you get a whole bunch of X's here. Does it mean that they're not real? Not in every case. Some people choose not to click the link. They just say, nah, I signed up, it's free, I'll do it later. Okay? So that can be the case. Do you need to worry about this? No, we send these out 3-4 times a week. We send them an email on your behalf. And they can click the activation link. That's all the email says. It says if you want to get anything, you got to click this link to activate your account. Does that make sense? So this is the situation, all right? So be careful that if you do pay for something and you check here under your associates and you're just seeing a massive amount of X's here, I want you to just go through this in your head and say, how come this person over here who signed up, right, evidently, apparently signed up, using his fingers, he went, my name is this and this is, he's a good, everything's working, he's there, and then you send him a note and he's like, I'll borrow this little analogy. You know curling? Have you ever gone curling? You know when you let go of the rock? It's gone. The rock's gone. You can't get back. That's what this person just did. They signed up and then they're like these people are all curling rocks. They're gone. They're just gone. So in here, you should be thinking these people might not be real, especially if you get 25 in a row from the same solo ad, right? Just a thought. So don't waste your money if you see something like this happening, okay? Because it's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. Don't bother emailing them. It won't work. Most cases, they're gone, okay? Remember the curling rock? There it goes. Bye. You see it going down the ice, right? Hey, come back. Sergey is the curling rock. He's gone. Hopefully he hits some other rocks and he wakes up, but odds are he missed the whole thing. He's gone, right? Okay. So there you go. Okay. Now, I wanted to also talk to you folks about nothing. That's all I had on my list. Do you guys have any questions? And Will, yeah, you're right. Do they cause a problem? No. What causes the problem is if you pay too much attention and waste your time on them. That's a problem. You don't want that to happen because then you just waste a lot of time, right? Okay. Do you folks have any questions about anything? I am working on, this is a tough one. I'm working on a new member area that will work in mobile. It's very fancy, but it's going to keep everything, in place. Nothing will change, but the outside part, okay, things like the top area and the sides you'll be able to move them away. Okay, just sort of like this. You see where it says click here to hide, and then that goes away, right? It's just gone. It's up here. You can turn it on again by clicking this, and it comes back down. Same thing with the Live Business Center. Well, these menus here take up space. Importantly, when somebody's on their phone, you can't move them out of the way, right? The way the future is now is when you come to a website, it knows if you're on a phone or a tablet, and it adjusts itself. Our member area doesn't do that. Have we had any complaints? No. Most people use tablets. I don't really think a lot of people try to run their entire business off a phone. That would be really tough. Can you imagine typing like this? So we don't have a big problem with it, but it would be nice to be able to, have a member area that's more modernized. So I'm working on that. Okay. So that's a work in progress. I can't give you a timeline on that one because it's really just something that I'm working on. Okay. A couple of new landing pages are sort of, you won't see them. They're not, like, for example, here if I go to website management and you want to take a look, like, you can notice that there are some, you see there's these like advertise for 1 year, you can see what it looks like. Developing all of our landing pages so that they will work when you go to them in a phone. Most of these are that way. Okay. In other words, they can be scrunched down into a phone. Okay. And Sandy Hunter is saying thank you to the current monitor team. Absolutely. The new Live Business Center is a big deal. We pay a tremendous amount of money for it, but it's worth every nickel. This month really was a big one for me because I turned it on for a little while in October. It went on and off in October. Couldn't really see. It wasn't to check for sales. It was just to see if it worked, and it did. So in November, I decided we would turn the thing on for the whole month, and our sales have increased by probably 40%, and it's working. It's fantastic. People are coming in all the time now, and they're talking and asking questions, and that's a big deal. So a big thank you to all of the monitors, and for booking those hours. Monitor, you need to have a microphone. It can be either on your desk or in your headphones. You don't need to wear your headphones ever unless there's somebody else you're training or being trained. you'll need headphones. But when you're in there alone, you don't need headset on if you have a microphone here on your desk. Okay, you don't need that. So if you want to become a monitor, I would recommend you have a headset, which I think everybody has a headset, a microphone, and a webcam. And I think everybody has a webcam. I don't think you can buy a computer without a webcam. And all you have to do is go here on the left-hand menu where it says Monitor Area and click on Monitor Training, and you can go in and read about it. All you have to do is, if you want to become a monitor, there's no charge. You just click Support, little orange button up here, and just say I'd like to become a monitor. You have to be prepared to at least give 3 hours a week of your time, because it is a voluntary program, for not only the training, but to book hours. And you get $5 every time somebody upgrades to silver. And we upgraded a whole bunch of people today to silver. So each time is $5. You get $10 if they do the 1 year. And that's just like a monitor commission, separate from commissions. And you get associates, okay, that enter without a sponsor. And you also get associates placed under you when you make a sale of the silver package, okay? The really neat thing about it is scheduling yourself is really straightforward. You see, this is what I created this thing. It's a calendar, and you say, okay, so there's 17 booked. Well, there's 24 spots every day. You can book ahead too. You can book December. So you click on December and you say, well, you know, I'm available on Wednesday. So you click Book, and then you pick open time. And of course, your name will be here, not mine. I have access to all of them. But there you go. And if you can't make a slot, it's good to know ahead of time. You can also remove your times if you book them. And of course, only your times will show up here. I'm the administrator, so I see everything. Okay? And that's it. It's really easy to do, and it's a lot of fun. Okay? Things that you should do, that I'm actually going to write this down in my, my new video, is Facebook and the community. The reason that I'm saying this now is if you haven't joined, you should join our Facebook group and our social community. Facebook group, you just click this link up here, and it will take you right to the group, and you say join the group, okay, as soon as you log in. And it's awesome. There's a lot of, advice and help and people you'll meet in this group. Pretty incredible, okay? And you can just sign into the group. You have to be approved, and then we go from there. Okay, so the group is right here, Worldprofit members. Okay, and I post, every workshop gets posted here. Okay, so you can see them. Oh, as well as your member area under training. You can see all of the last workshops. They're all right here, nice and neatly organized for you. You can download the video file if you want directly onto your computer. And of course, there's a social community up here too. So if I go back to the home, this one right here, join our social community. Okay, so if I sign in, you can check us out. I'm an admin, so we have a stream here that goes on and on and on. Okay, just people posting stuff. You can ask questions, all that good thing. We've got quite a few members in here now. Let me see, 27,000 members. Okay. So make sure you do those things, just to keep in touch with Worldprofit and what's going on, and you can talk to people and communicate back and forth. Let me see, we've got a lot of people in here. I would really like it We need some good reviews. So if you go to Worldprofit in Google, you'll see that we have a place that comes up. Let me just go to, here, I'll just show you what I mean. Let's see, Worldprofit Inc. Okay, so if you come up in here, I'll just bring this over. I'll show you what I mean. If you guys have any time, it'd be great if you can just go Worldprofit Inc. and right here, give us a review. Right here, you see where it says write a review? I'm not going to write a review, but it'd be nice if you did a review for us because we like to pile them up. Have some good reviews. Google likes that too. Okay? So that'd be cool. If anybody has time. Sandy says you can promote any of your affiliate programs in the community. It's free and it's a great place to network. Absolutely. Worldprofit is designed specifically for your affiliate programs and for your future of whatever you join, right? We of course have an affiliate program of our own, right? Because that's how people get involved with Worldprofit. They sign up and then you get a commission. But we now, we know that there are 1 million affiliate programs out there. And so we know that you're posting links. Like, that's fine. It's great. As long as you understand that you should just post your links to your, your leads. And make sure that the links you do post are generating leads. Okay? Yeah, well, absolutely. We don't have any, we don't, and then promote them. You're generating associates here. You can promote anything you want to them. We don't allow gambling sites and, the usual adult sites. We're not into that, obviously. But everything else is good, okay? One other thing came up. Somebody said to me, if I change my design, so you see how it's design 63, say that you go change back to 62. Can I do it? Is it a problem? Not at all. You won't lose anything. Nothing gets wiped out. Okay, I'm keeping mine to 63 because I built it. But you can change back if you want. There's no harm, no foul, no problem. 62 is still fantastic. Design 62 looks cool. I built that one too. And it works fine. It's just not mobile. It works okay on mobile, but it doesn't have all the modern stuff in it, and it doesn't have the most modern Google type stuff, right, that the search engines are going to scan a little better, but there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, so it's there. Okay, I'm trying to think of other support tickets that I've had come in. I think that's about it. I'd like to turn my other computer on here. It's still off. There we go. I think our power is back on now. Okay, so Bobby Joe says, how would you find out where an email is coming from? Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Just take it and throw it in spam. That's all you can do. I've showed you all my email, right? I have like 30 email accounts. If I counted how much spam I got in a day, it would be in the thousands. I don't see it. It goes into a spam box, but it's kind of funny. Never ends. Monitors, any questions? Any issues? I'm here. I'm here to answer your questions. Yeah, Bobby Joe, don't reply. Don't reply to anybody. You're wasting your time. Yeah, well, yeah, the link manager is what we use. I've used the link manager. I don't know how I don't know how. I can't live without my link manager, just like I can't live without my phone. You know, the link manager, if you click on show advanced links, it's down here somewhere. Link manager right here. This thing is gold. Yeah, I built it because we use it. Worldprofit uses it. I've got so many sites with the link manager on it. It's not even funny. In-house, of course. But yeah, you can organize your stuff in here like crazy. This is just fabulous. You can share your links too. Your links are on your website. I mean, you can hide things, but if somebody said to me, George, what are all the sites you use to promote? I just send them this link right here and say, oh, they're right here. Right? Just go ahead, copy them. I mean, they're logins, but they can go to the sites. These are all my sites. It's fantastic. Then there's the internal one right here where you can use them every day to do your promotion. It's just absolutely, I can't live without these things. It's just unbelievable. You can create your categories, exchanges, safe lists, Kindle, SEO, design, like whatever you want. You can have 10 of them. And then they're all on a big page. Really, really cool. And the promo organizer is the same. You know, when I created the promo organizer, here's a funny thing. I didn't know, do I have a link to it here? Yeah, right there. I didn't know that Chrome would become the de facto browser. I didn't know that. So this works the best on Chrome, which is what everybody uses now, right? Chrome or Firefox. But so if I click here, all the promo organizer does is it puts everything into here, and then I can move through. You see this when I click this little link up here? Whoop! These are my promotion sites. And using like my RoboForm, it will fill this in, and I can log in and do my promotion faster. I don't use the ad swipes anymore. I'm going to probably get rid of that because what you want to do with your ad swipes is use a program called JitBit. It's under Cool Tools here. Rolling down, JitBit, number 9. Pay for this, buy it, do it, just do it. It's such a cool program. It saves things as keystrokes, you know. It's absolutely, I can't live without that thing. I use it all the time, every day. When I do tech support, do you guys ever see in tech support where I say to you, watch this one. Let me show you some stuff I do in tech support. TH11. Thank you for giving me details. Okay, that's what this says. I know you can't read it, it's too small, but it's like, thanks for giving me details. That's what happens when I take the letters TH11. How about this one? H11. Hope that helps. So here's the thing. So if you go, do you see that? Oh, I went SS11. That's just a subject line, right? So SS22 is the ad. Now, do I even need to sell this to you? It's amazing. You can have 100 of these keystrokes, right? So say I need my link. Somebody says to me, George, what's the boot camp training video? You know that very first video? BV11. There it is right there. I don't need to remember it. It's right there. See what I mean? Like, it's just an awesome thing. I do a lot of programming. So I use CSS style sheets. Watch this, CSS00. That's the style sheet to pull in the buttons. And here's some buttons. There's a button, submit button. There's a purple button. I don't have to remember to write it all out all the time. This thing is invaluable. I don't know how anybody can live without stuff like that. Okay, so there you go. You definitely want to consider buying it. It's like 20 bucks or so. It's not that much. Postbox. You want to arrange your mail like you've never arranged it before? Postbox. If you can't afford Postbox or JitBit, just Google. Just use Google. Like, for example, Postbox. You can say in Google, here's a good one to know. Go to Google and type in there programs like Postbox. And I bet you Thunderbird will come up. There it is, Mozilla Thunderbird. Okay, this is a good one. It's free, doesn't cost anything. All these ones, I don't know what they are, but I'm sure they're fine. Mailbird. Okay. Same thing with programs like RoboForm. If you can't afford RoboForm, I don't know what RoboForm costs. I think it's like 20 bucks or something, but here, alternatives, LastPass. Now these might cost money. You could say programs that are free, you know, that kind of thing. So anyways, these are huge. Like Postbox and JitBit are big, very big. All right. Do you folks have any questions about any of this stuff? Once you have these tools, you'll look like my friend who I used to know for many years. He was in the renovation business. They would go, you know, who doesn't need a house reno? Everybody, right? So he was in charge of a team of people that would renovate houses. Well, he had a trailer. And of course, I don't know anything about renovations, and I just met this guy, and I said to him, what's up with the trailer? No, it's a massive trailer behind his truck. And he said, that's my tools. I went, like, that, what do you got in there, like $100,000 of tools? And he says, actually, it's about $110,000 of tools. Whoa. So don't worry, you don't need to buy $100,000 worth of tools. Consider some of these things tools that are really good to save time. That's all. And my big ones, after 24 years, you might want to listen. This thing and this thing are absolute. I can't live without them. And the link manager. The link manager, absolutely. And the promo organizer, just like was said, it's a very valuable thing to have. If you want to try RoboForm, you can try it. There's a link here. It just downloads onto your computer, and then you go from there. The other thing that you need that I know you all have, antivirus. Kaspersky, McAfee, Norton, whatever you use, Microsoft Defender, make sure it's on your computer, okay, because it's important. I use Kaspersky. I love Kaspersky. I've been using it for 12, probably 15 years now. It's awesome. But there's also AVG, right? I think it's called AVG, AVG antivirus. Yeah, it's free. Go ahead. Just get something on your computer that's going to save you from getting a virus. Don't let anybody install remote control software on your computer. Don't do it ever. The big one going around right now is called TeamViewer. If you're watching me right now and you have that on your computer, you get it off. Do it quickly. Phone the computer vendor. Hello, computer vendor, I need this thing removed. Okay, get rid of TeamViewer. Don't allow anybody to put that on your computer ever, for any reason, ever. Okay? Yes, and absolutely, Ronald. Programs like Kaspersky and McAfee, Norton, they all save passwords. By all means, use those. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to do. It just saves so much, right? It saves so much time. All right. I'm going to end the recording, and I'm going to say to everybody, what a great month. We pay commissions for the month of November on December 15th. Okay, that's how we do it. We get everything all together, check all the numbers, make sure everything's, we have a lot of numbers to go through. Sandy Hunter does all of that. And once it's all set, we pay out the commissions. Okay? So thank you very much, everybody. Have a great weekend. It's going to be an awesome Christmas for many of you, I know, because you're making money. And we're here for the long term. So like I said, if you're interested in renewing for a year and saving, please do so. You'll get a great deal. Just put in a support ticket and you can renew your silver, platinum. You can go from silver to platinum and have the upgrade and the renewal all wrapped into one if you wish. Okay, so that's what we're here for. Thank you very much.